Perseverance, carrot-colored cloak. Don't quit before the miracle. A story. Shannon's carrot-colored cloak is a gift from a famous stage actress, and she wears it always as a symbol of her own talent. One day, frustrated by the sacrifices she has made in her long pursuit of success, Shannon throws off the cloak and gives up her acting career. The great goddess tries to convince Shannon to put the cloak back on and stay the course, but she doesn't listen. Just around the corner, had she persevered, was great success. Insight. This card refers to movement and true feelings. Focus on that which supports you. You may have a heightened emotional state, and this card can inspire or discourage. You are being offered a way of getting something back on track. Inspiration. When we do our chosen work, we are serving the highest order. If we stop, we upset the universal balance. What you work toward will materialize. You may not see it, but it lies ahead. Personal inquiry. Can I ignore the feelings that would sidetrack me? Will I let go of fear and persevere? Meditation. Imagine yourself walking along a path wrapped in a cloak. You reach a glass wall. Through the glass, you can see your goals. Step forward and pass through the wall. Your cloak falls to the ground, staying with your past. Let it go. You do not need it anymore. Rebirth. You have pulled this card as a sign that you are currently undergoing a rebirth. It is a powerful awakening and healing process that comes in many different forms and is a big part of your life's journey. Everything has a divine timing. Nothing lasts forever. Things have a beginning and an end. A divine knowing when it's time to move, create, and time to be still. Something in your life is ending, and something very positive is awakening within you. It's time to let go of anything that is not supporting you or is serving your highest good at this point, as you open and receive new energies that are being offered. Moving beyond your comfort zone and into a new sphere of opportunity can be uncomfortable, challenging, or painful. But remember that you are guided and supported by the light of your soul and the universe, which brings positive change and experiences. You have planted seeds of new opportunity and have been nurturing them, and now it's time for them to sprout, grow, and flower into existence. Be kind and gentle during this process, and be sure to water the seeds with love and graciousness. You have been waiting patiently for this time of change and new beginnings to arrive, so bathe in its glory. Start something new or embark on a project you have been pondering. There may also be some new inspiration coming through for you at this time. Take a moment to connect with your inner voice and listen to what your soul is sharing with you. You could also be birthing a new aspect of yourself. Whatever the process is for you right now, be sure to embrace this opportunity and enjoy the new energy that is available to you. I am completely supported in my current rebirth, and I am open to the magic of the universe birthing within me. The Magician. The magician is at work performing a ritual. The tip of his wand touches the infinity symbol, signifying his connection to universal energy. His left hand points downward, bringing celestial energy to earth. On his table are his resources, the sword, pentacle, cup, and crystal wand, which represent the four suits of the tarot's minor arcana. In the center of the altar is a citrine crystal ball, empowering the magician's intention to manifest what he desires. The magician brings energy to any situation. The card tells you that now is the time for action, or the time for action is imminent. You will receive messages, offers, and even long-awaited news. In work and personal projects, you may feel inspired to bring a dream a step closer to reality. As every area of life speeds up, travel is also auspicious under the magician's influence. Overall, positive and dynamic change is in the air. Citrine brings the gifts of energy, optimism, prosperity, abundance, clear communication, and good financial decisions. It is linked with the solar plexus chakra for personal power and vitality. Citrine is a manifesting stone, a crystal you can wish upon to attract and bring whatever you need. Focus on the citrine crystal pictured within the card, or an actual citrine, whenever you need to bring your dreams into reality. I manifest perfectly what I desire. Autumn. In alchemical terms, autumn is the denouement of Earth's grand narrative. It is the symbol of culmination, harvesting, and resolution. The story of our year finds closure, and we begin to look toward the horizons of the next one. It is likely this card will appear as an indicator of efforts culminating, of hard work paying off, of fruit hanging low for the taking. Gratitude and generosity are the spirit of the season, so share the wealth of your fortune. Looking back, you realize many hands and hearts have helped you along the way. Holding tight to your bounty won't do you any good. The alchemist shares their wisdom and wealth. They offer their boons back to the world as part of the ongoing cycle. Be like an autumnal tree. Come to fruition and then release. Gate 20. Patience. Challenges. To be patient and master the ability to wait. To be prepared and watchful, but resist the urge to act if the timing isn't right, or if there are details that still need to be readied. Mastery. The ability to trust your intuition, to know what needs to be set in place, what people need to be gathered, what skills need to be mastered, and to be ready when the time is right. To trust in the right timing and to heed the intuition to get ready. Further contemplation. What needs to be healed, released, aligned, and brought to my awareness for me to prevent and/or heal from any burnout? For me to fully express my authentic identity. For me to strengthen my trust in my intuition. How do I manage my need for action? Am I patient? Do I trust in divine timing? Do I trust my intuition? Are there situations in which I find it more challenging to trust my intuition? I am in the flow of perfect timing. I listen to my intuition. I prepare. I gather the experience, resources, and people I need to support my ideas and my principles. When I am ready, I wait patiently, knowing that right timing is the key to transforming the world. My alignment with right timing increases my influence and my power. 10 of Swords. This 10 of Swords comes to us in times of blinding truth, when delusion is lifted. Sometimes the truth is painful because it indicates backstabbing or personal loss. This card can mark an abrupt end to our current path and a jarring resolution in the form of a broken relationship, a blocked dream, a fractured partnership, or a discontinued career path. While these endings feel severe in the moment, the most potent seeds of hope are always planted in their place. Remember that our wounds teach us about our greatest strengths and illuminate our innate ability to heal. Your dark night of the soul will be met with a beautiful new dawn that is filled with more light than you've ever experienced. Remain open to love and joy as you process this ending, and look to the sunlight that awaits. Watching the sun peek over the horizon is the highest task of a bruised heart. Abundance. Abundance is not something we acquire. It is something we tune into. Wayne Dyer. Abundance is mistakenly referred to by many as an accumulation of material things, when in truth it is a mindset asking you to appreciate the blessings in your life. This may sound straightforward, but it is not always so easy. In times of personal hardship, it may be difficult to find something to be grateful for, but in these moments you must remember the small things: your rhythmic breath, a smile from a stranger, performing a small act of kindness for another. Abundance can also fall victim to comparison. If you constantly measure yourself against others, it will be difficult to see the richness in your own life. Perceiving your life as lacking where you may otherwise observe abundance manifests a greater sense of discontent. It may sound cliché to suggest spending time in the practice of gratitude, but being thankful is a core truth in the lives of those who experience true abundance. The goldfish is often seen as a symbol of abundance with its iridescent golden hues. It spends much time gliding gracefully through the water, without worrying about whether the next goldfish it encounters shines more brightly. The goldfish serves as a reminder to be happy with your own lot in life without comparing yourself to those around you. In recognition of my abundant life, I celebrate all that brings me joy. There is strength in doing nothing. Wait. Just like nature has its seasons, we have seasons of our soul. There is a time for planting seeds, harvest, growth, and celebration, and rest and renewal. Understanding the seasons of your soul's growth will help you navigate life with more grace and ease. Often, we feel stuck when really we are initiating new levels of consciousness, and with this comes a time of inner reflection. You've drawn this card because you are in a phase of realignment. Perhaps you've been pushing and working hard with few tangible results. When this happens, it is human nature to push harder, but your true self has an easier plan. Relax, release, and surrender. Stop pushing so hard and wait it out. We've been conditioned to believe that if we push harder, we will achieve more and be successful, but there is power in the pause. Instead of using force to push ahead, let yourself be. This is not about surrendering your desires and dreams, but relaxing into the flow of life and seeing that doing nothing is necessary for alignment and progress forward. Divine assignment. Now is not the time to rush ahead, for things are happening behind the scenes and aligning for you. Trust the process and allow yourself to relax and do less. Practice being patient by slowing down. Now is a good time to rest take sea salt baths, journal, meditate, or connect with your spirit guides. There is great power in pausing and showing the universe you trust it by releasing your need to know or control the outcome. Everything will make sense soon, but your higher self is urging you to take this time to regroup, reevaluate, and rest, for you will need the energy for your next phase. Question: what have I been forcing, and how can I let go of the outcome? Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can and will happen for you. Knight of Water. Trust. Now is the moment to be a bungee jumper without the cord. And it is this quality of absolute trust, with no reservations or secret safety nets, that the Knight of Water demands from us. There is a tremendous sense of exhilaration if we can take the jump and move into the unknown, even if the idea scares us to death. And when we take trust to the level of the quantum leap, we don't make any elaborate plans or preparations. We don't say, okay, I trust that I know what to do now, and I'll settle my things and pack my suitcase and take it with me. No, we just jump, and with hardly a thought for what happens next. The leap is the thing, and the thrill of it as we free fall through the empty sky. The card gives a hint here, though, about what waits for us at the other end. A soft, welcoming, yummy pink. Rose petals, juicy. Come on, take my hand. Leap with me. In the words of Osho, don't waste your life for that which is going to be taken away. Trust life. If you trust, only then can you drop your knowledge. Only then can you put your mind aside. And with trust, something immense opens up. Then this life is no longer ordinary life. It becomes full of God, overflowing. When the heart is innocent and the walls have disappeared, you are bridged with infinity, and you are not deceived. There is nothing that can be taken away from you. That which can be taken away from you is not worth keeping, and that which cannot be taken away from you, why should one be afraid of its being taken away? It cannot be taken away. There is no possibility. You cannot lose your real treasure. 8 of Cups. Nuclear or radioactive decay. The 8 of Cups represents the desire to break free and walk away, leaving everything behind if necessary. Although most atomic nuclei are stable, heavier nuclei have a tendency to decay. The strong force binds the atom together, but the particles within it are in a constant state of agitation. There is a small chance that a group of 2 protons and neutrons, known as an alpha particle, might break away. The 8 of Cups reflects this agitation towards breaking free. The synthesis of the 8s manifests as a new level of emotional maturity, and this can manifest as the need to move away from an unhealthy situation or relationship. The pile of 8 empty cups signifies the old emotional baggage that we leave behind. What am I ready to move on from? Thicket of Thorns. Uncertainty. You have found yourself in a thick briar patch. When you try to go forward, the branches entangle you. When you attempt to go back, thorns prevent your movement. No matter what direction you try, there are blockages. To move causes pain from the long, sharp thorns. Stop struggling. Stop moving. Breathe. Relax. And magically, the thicket opens to reveal a sparkling path out. When we talk about something that is thorny, it means that it is difficult or challenging. If it feels that you're stuck in some area of life, you're right. When you are truly uncertain about what direction to take, be still. Do not struggle to get ahead, as you'll only immerse yourself even deeper in the briars. The first step to move forward is to acknowledge where you are. Instead of asserting that you're not stuck, accept the truth. The universe desires your success. It only requires that you wait until the path is ready for you. Acknowledge the truth of the situation. Wait until you have a clear direction, then slowly and methodically take action. In the fairy tale Sleeping Beauty, an impenetrable thorny hedge surrounds a sleeping princess, the royal family, and everyone in the castle. For 100 years, many princes tried to make their way to her through the thicket, but to no avail. Finally, a prince passed, and the thicket opened for him, so he was able to find the princess with ease. The message here is to trust in divine timing. The prince is triumphant because he appears at the right time. When the time is right, everything falls into place. The spirit of the thicket of thorns says, "Timing is everything. Let go of the struggle. You'll gain great rewards." Tarantula, at a crossroad, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose, or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream, yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers, patient and calm, like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. Caring connections, friendship, partnership of two, possible love. This card shows a couple in a tender embrace, with the woman holding the blossoms of new love. Like the community card, this reveals a caring connection, but usually between two people only. This card signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit friendship, or even the appearance of new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. When this card appears, be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender karmic connection at hand. If you feel like this energy has been blocked or challenged in your life, this card can also signal a break in communication or a parting of the ways for two people. Whether romantic, social, or business, the present connection seems to be at or close to an end. If this is the case, consider what healthy action needs to be taken to move on. As difficult as a parting may be, it can often lead to bigger and better things. Keep in mind both the logistical and emotional aspects of leaving this connection behind. Make plans, vent your feelings. Always remember, with every ending, a new beginning is at hand. I open my heart and life to truly caring connections. The ideal friend and partner is coming to me now. Higher power. Conscious contact with a higher power. The presence of the divine. Seeing source energy in all things. Committing to a partnership with spirit. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Relationship message. It's time to address how much effort you give to your relationship with your higher power, called God, Goddess, Spirit, or any other name that is sacred and holy. Recognize that your partnership with Spirit is your number one priority. The appearance of this card also indicates that there is a deep spiritual bond between you and another person who is essential to your growth and evolution. Tend to your spiritual connections and remain aware of your true nature. Prosperity message. Sometimes your work just flows through you. Ideas come rushing in and inspiration bubbles up from a wellspring you didn't even know you could access. When you enter agreements, begin projects, and negotiate deals with Spirit as your partner, you will always succeed. Let your higher power lead. The synchronicities and intuitive nudges you feel will help you see which way you are being pointed, giving you confidence to move forward in the right direction. Don't forget to give credit where it is due. You wouldn't be a success without Spirit's guidance. Humility will serve you well when this symbol appears. Protection message. Now is the time to examine what you are giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. If you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, about money, or about any other people, places, or things, these will be the source from which you create. But you want Spirit to be your source. Take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. Turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. There is no greater source than Spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will be taken care of. You are in good hands. The child. The child knows the way to joy and happiness. The child offers the return of a second innocence, a time born of wisdom and not of naivete. This card allows you to correct your course and offers you a second chance. It brings you the possibility of redemption and entering heaven while on earth. The child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. If you feel like this energy has been challenged or blocked in your life, then the child comes to show you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. Set yourself free from your conditioning for suffering. You were born unfettered and happy, and can be so again if you make the choice right now. The child will help you climb out of the hole you may have dug yourself into to recover your sense of play. Letting go. Letting go is not giving up. Sometimes it is the first step towards success. Creativity. There are ways of dealing with this situation without giving away your power. Think of creative methods in which you can be heard and maintain your dignity. Dream. Follow your yearning for the deep blue sea. Breakthrough. For a star to be born, it must first collapse. This is not your destruction. This is your birth. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times, we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. Ritual of air. A spell for luck whispered in the air. The songs of bards will carry you there. Carry natural citrine crystal for joy to come. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. Psalm 37:4. Live in alignment with your higher self, spirit, and the divine to manifest true joy and abundance in your life. The Lord is at my right hand. I will not be shaken. Psalm 16:8. When you're living in alignment and co-creating with spirit, the entire universe stands with you. No position could be more powerful, even during times of apparent inaction, and steadfastness is a natural outcome. Be your own advocate. Believe in yourself. Love who you are, and the energy of self-love will help you to realize your dreams. When was the last time you gave yourself a pat on the back or acknowledged that you love yourself? Working on having a good relationship with yourself will enable you to have a positive relationship with others. How you manage your self-worth is crucial to how you view the world and your place in it. Love begins and ends with you. How you treat and feel about yourself is of paramount importance. Love is contagious. When you are surrounded by people who are full of love, you may find it easier to love who you are. A maiden extends from the bow of a ship into the heavens. The ship on a rough ocean could mirror the need to amp up your practice of self-love. As you extend your focus to higher possibilities, the water and your emotions will calm, and the journey of life will be more aligned with all you dream about. You can find perfect love when you have discovered it first in yourself. I embody perfect love. Other people are attracted to me as soul to soul. Within you, there is a question arising. When you get the question right, the answer will be self-evident. But you have to plunge your consciousness deep within to find the right question, to articulate it clearly, and understand what it is that you are really asking. That question within you is actually a divine gift of awakening. It is your future awakened self waiting to be found and calling to you too. Let the question arise through dreams, dance, meditation, sleep, yoga, time in nature, swimming in the ocean, bathing in an aromatherapy bath, or receiving a hot stone massage. The question holds within it the next unfolding petal of the lotus of your being. This oracle brings you an invitation to enter into the mystery of your life and your being, and to allow the biggest question you can summon to emerge from your heart and be expressed through love. Your question may emerge as clear and shining, or soft and yielding, a question with no words, only feeling. Whatever truth emerges, let that be your contemplation. In response to that question, the next step forward will unfold before you, revealed in perfect clarity and perfect timing. This oracle brings you a message from your own divine nature. Come sit with me and breathe. I want to ask you something. I want you to ask me something. Together there is a conversation that we are to have now, and there will be beautiful accord between us that overflows into all of your relationships, bringing more understanding and peace. Patterns break through the night, in beams of light awakening, memories of walking on sand, moments, waves replace, waiting for another passerby. Reflections, time to look outward in, to find those hidden spaces, residing alone, waiting for a twin soul, waiting for myself. Reassurance of the golden light. This golden light comes to you as a gift of grace and reassurance. It is an embrace from the universe, an expression of divine comfort, and a sign of hope. When the golden light appears, it is a sign that everything in your life, even the most troubling matters, is going to work out perfectly. They are held in the graceful hand of the divine, and will be resolved more swiftly and beautifully than you might expect. The golden light is a very real phenomenon, although you may only perceive it when you are particularly relaxed and your clairvoyance is already developed. However, whether you see it physically or not, it is real and powerful. If you could see it clairvoyantly, it would look similar to the golden rays of a setting sun. The same warm, loving glow is cast over your heart and mind when the golden light is shining upon you. If you are in a room when it comes upon you, you will wonder if a light has been switched on, as the glow is as noticeable as if a lamp had been placed in your room, its warmth illuminating the space. In truth, grace and divine assistance are always there for the asking, but there are times when we are in need of extra support. During such times, ironically enough, we can forget to ask for help. Perhaps you are struggling with a particularly difficult time in an initiation, or a challenging choice lies before you. Or maybe you have taken a leap and just need to know that you are doing the right thing, and somehow, even though you don't feel in control of what is happening, it is going to work out. When the golden light is given to you, it is freely done so, as a gift from the heart of the universe. It is letting you know that you are a child of the universe and you are dearly loved. It is reminding you that on the path, the struggle to continue with trust, patience, faith, and courage can seem almost overwhelming. However, the universe is with you, supporting, loving, and believing in you every step of the way. You are not alone. You are never forgotten. You are always loved and encouraged to take your journey. You are reminded that the universe is smiling upon you. There are times when you will call upon the golden light because you know that you are in need of that loving consciousness, and it is appropriate that you do this. You can use the invocation below. There are times, however, when you will just feel, sense, see, or know that the golden light is being given to you as a spiritual gift from the universe. Such is the case now, as you have been drawn to this oracle. You are being asked to just feel peace. Trust. Know that everything is working out perfectly and you don't have to worry, even though you don't know why you should possibly feel this way. The golden light is wisdom and love. It knows, and sometimes that's all you need to know in order to be at peace. Invocation. I call upon the reassurance of the golden light, the comfort of the divine spirit, and the loving grace of the universe. Thank you for being with me now, for bringing me peace and reassurance even in my darkest moments. Thank you for sharing a special truth with me, that you love and hold and cherish and assist me always. I love you. Thank you for loving me too. May the golden light heal all beings of fear and doubt, gently bestowing mercy, compassion, and the loving reassurance of divine presence into the hearts of all. Through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. Assumptions. If you have drawn this sigil, right now you are assuming, and it just so happens that what you are assuming is incorrect. We assume things about situations based on how similar they are to a model, example, or prototype we have already built in our minds. For this reason, assuming is a form of stereotyping. The mind works rather like a computer in this way. For example, if you meet a nice person from a particular country, you will be prone to assume that everyone from that country is nice as well. Or if you were abandoned by your father, you will be prone to assume that all men will abandon you. If we have a poor self-concept and someone starts to act distant, we will assume it is because they feel negatively about us in some way. To assume is to take something for granted, or to suppose something is true, without having any proof other than our comparison to the pre-existing model. Because we tend to project our own sense of reality onto other people, we also tend to assume things about other people, without even talking to them to confirm whether we are right or wrong. For example, we assume that if we ask someone out on a date, they would say no, when in fact, they would say yes. We assume someone is mad at us, when really, they are just busy. If you have drawn this sigil, what are you assuming? What are you accepting as truth, even though it is simply an assumption? You are being called to ask and understand, rather than to assume. You are being called to imagine that every person in your life and every situation is a fresh and new experience.